Hello from Teacher Mindy. Today I wanted to talk to you about the pros of VIP Kid and the cons of VIP Kid. First of all, I guess I'll start with the pros. For me, one of the main reasons why I chose VIP Kid over some of these other internet companies is VIP Kid allows you to make your own schedule. So I can open up slots for when I want to teach, and if I need to be out of town, I just don't open up those slots, and VIP doesn't penalize you for that. So that's a really big deal to me because I travel a lot with my husband, and a lot of times I don't have internet where I'm going, if I'm going overseas or if I'm on a cruise ship. The internet's very spotty, so there's no way I could teach from a cruise ship. To tell you the truth, I probably wouldn't want to. So I just don't open up those spots. And I know that some of these companies require you to be available all the time, because one of the other companies I looked into when I was getting this job said that you had to be available pretty much all the time. So like if you have a regular Wednesday slot with a child, they're expecting you to have that open every Wednesday. Well, I can't be there every single Wednesday. So for me, VIP Kid, that's a big pro for VIP Kid. Okay, another big pro for VIP Kid, and I guess all the other internet companies, is you can work from home. So there's no driving back and forth to school, and it's really nice being able to work from home. You can just throw on some clothes. You don't have to go out and buy new clothes to try to look professional. I can wear the same orange shirt every day if I want to. Really and truly, I don't have to wear an orange shirt, but I choose to. So that's a big pro. Also, you have contact with children. So I didn't have any contact with children for a little while when I retired, because I don't have any grandchildren yet, and my kids are grown. So I have some kids that are regulars that I teach all the time, and it's just nice to still have contact with kids. I missed that contact with kids, and I do have a lot of children that I really look forward to seeing, so sometimes it doesn't even feel like working. So that is a big pro for me, still having contact with children. Also, there's a big teaching community with VIP Kid. We all have Most of us are members of Facebook groups where we can ask each other questions, and there's a big camaraderie between the teachers. So that's a big plus for me. I enjoy still being a member of a teaching community, so it means a lot to me. Not having to drive is a big deal. I just need to point that out, because I was driving back and forth from my house 45 minutes back and forth to work every day. So that got old, and it's just so nice not having to do that. Another really big plus to teach it online is you don't have discipline problems like you do in the classroom. You do have discipline problems, that's true, but I mean, let's face it, you're only with that kid for 25 minutes. So if they're acting up, you know, big whoop. If they don't want to learn, I mean, I'll do everything I can to encourage them to learn and make it fun for them to learn. But if they don't want to, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. So after that 25 minutes, click, I'm out of there. I go to my next student. So that's a big plus for me, because you don't have to be in the classroom all day long with a child that's misbehaving, that doesn't want to be there. So that's a real big plus for teaching online. You don't have to put up with a lot of discipline problems. Okay, let me go over the cons real quick. The cons are you have really early morning hours. So also working on weekends. I don't work on weekends. I know a lot of teachers that do though. So and I guess if I had the time I could do that, but anyway, I think that's the con. You have to get up at the crack of dawn. So I'm not really a morning person, but also that's kind of a pro, because if I'm finished by 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm really tired, I can sometimes just take a quick nap, so it's not that big of a deal, but still, you do still have to get up really early in the morning. Also, another con is sometimes kids will schedule a lot of classes with you and they are allowed to cancel within 24 hours. So, um, if it's 25 hours before that class, they can cancel without penalty. So, that I don't like because that way they've held that spot so nobody else can book it, and then they cancel and it may or may not get rebooked. Um, so that's a con. That's a bad con to me. Also, you cannot cancel a class after you have scheduled it. It's just next to impossible unless you're just dying, seriously. It's really hard to cancel a class. I know that they do allow some people to cancel classes for extreme emergencies, but it's a difficult thing to do. So, and okay. Um, Another con is if I take a week off, sometimes I do lose students. So, but for the most part, I get them back. I mean, I haven't had that bad of a problem. I can take a week off, and in the very beginning when I was taking weeks off, it wasn't too good because I didn't have a regular clientele. But now I do, and I'll say this. This is not part of this video when I'm talking about pros and cons, but a lot of people that are being hired are very concerned. Well, how am I going to get students if everybody's got regular students already? A lot of parents schedule with about 5 different teachers, so I see a lot of kids that I've taught maybe 12 or 13 times, and I see feedback from other teachers too. So they're taking other teachers' classes too. So just because you're new and you haven't been teaching a lot of classes doesn't mean that you cannot still um, get a clientele because it will happen for you. So anyway, be in touch with me. I would love to help out. Give me I'll if you email me, I'll give you my phone number. We can talk. We can FaceTime. I can critique your videos and tell you what to do. They started me at top pay when I did my demo, so I made a perfect score on my demo, and I would be happy to help you do that too. So be in touch and have a good day. Bye.